ECW obviously ends in 2001, and you go to WWF, and you debut in July as part of the Alliance. But I mean, I know that WWF were the only company left around, but was it an easy decision to make to go there? Or was it a difficult decision, between sort of March and July?
It wasn't easy to make that decision, but I think when you were asking that, you were talking about specifically about me joining the Alliance and stuff, and I had no idea that was even going to happen. So at that point in my career in 2001, I'd been wrestling, since my first matches in '90. And I looked at WWE as selling out, like we were in ECW, we were insulted by the way they would copy our products, our specific things that we did on our show, but they would water them down, you know what I mean? Like put mattresses, for them to land on when they're taking a bump off the stage. We didn't do that. We had tables and cement, and that was part of what we were. And, we never heard of gimmicking a table or a chair so it falls apart. The fans would hand us their chairs, and they knew they were real. And so I really looked at it like it was selling out. But in 2001, if I wanted to continue being a professional wrestler on TV in the United States, there was no other option. So WWE had bought everybody up, and Paul had been there for a while, and I knew that he really had to swallow some pride to go there. And, I kind of got over that enough to figure, well, he's got to do what he's got to do. Anybody does. And they were the only ones left, and I thought at that point, that when I was ready, I had the offers waiting for me. There was open door for me, and when I was ready, I called Paul and said, yeah, I'm ready to talk to the guys in WWE. And he said, okay, great. I had to meet JR at the Marriott by the LAX because I had a reputation for being hard to get along with. And that's because when we did the invasion angle in '97, when I didn't like what was going on, I split and I pulled us all out of there. And that's a different story, answer to a different question. But because that happened, I had to meet with JR, everything went well. And, I signed a contract and came in, and it was like the first night at WWE, I thought, they're going to erase my history, call me Van Dam, I'm going to be a bird or something, and robber Van Dam, have a bank robber mask or something, and then I saw Tommy Dreamer, and I was like, Tommy, what are you doing here? And he threw me an ECW shirt, and I was like, what? And I was like, I couldn't have been happier, because I had no idea that they even were doing the Alliance, that I was part of it, and then to represent ECW and not bury my past but add depth to it, I was all for it. So I was stoked.